if you are on the ascension of your spiritual journey path, in the process of awakening, you know how hard it can be to really have self-compassion for yourself and patience and trust and all of these beautiful aspects. So welcome back to my channel, my beautiful souls. I just wanted to share with you 3 ingredients today that really help you stay connected and help you practice self-compassion on your beautiful journey of ascension. So when we are awakened souls, I think my birds agree with me. I don't know if you guys can hear, but my beautiful birds are singing right now. So when you're on the journey of self-realization, awakening, if you identify yourself as a starseed or light worker, way shower, it is something that from my own experience, I know how hard it can be to really have self-compassion for yourself during the hardest times when you're going through your lowest emotions, because the reason for that is we have this expectation that we should be perfect because we are the way showers, we are the light workers, we are the intuitives, and we want to be absolutely perfect. How can we show the way if we're not embracing it and living it each day, each moment? And the truth is, my beautiful people, is that we are still in the human form. We are still in the human 3D body. And as long as we are in the human body, we will be experiencing 3D emotions. So the lower consciousness emotions, they will come in and out. So they won't be sticking for as long. They probably won't be, the more we ascend, the more forward we keep going, we won't probably, they won't get stuck in the body as much or for as long as they used to, but we still will experience them. So that's why 3 ingredients are super important to really embrace the self-compassion and self-love towards ourselves while we are navigating this journey. Because even though we are more aware, we perhaps have been experiencing, working on ourselves and experiencing these emotions completely different from other people around us, we still it's like a timeline. Like I feel myself recently going in and out, tapping into this beautiful, unconditional, highest level, whatever you want to call it, 5D consciousness, that you absolutely feel bliss and complete surrender, and you have absolutely no worries and no negative thoughts and so on. However, we are in these beautiful human bodies, so we will keep going down to the timelines that are lower than the higher life timelines. So that's really important for us to realize that just because we're experiencing hardship, negative emotions, anxiety, depression, whatever you want to, whenever you're experiencing, it doesn't mean that you are not ascending, that you are not doing good job on your spiritual journey. In fact, from my own experience, I can tell you that the lower you get and the more you allow yourself to feel those low times, the quicker, or maybe not the quicker, but the more awareness you gain, and actually it will bring you up more. I don't like to really use the latter version of the consciousnesses, how it just looks like, low and high. But for the sake of experiencing or explaining these emotions, I want you guys kind of to visualize. So When we experience anxiety, depression, we are like low, right? Like it's very dense. It's like a dense energy. When we're on in this unconditional love, in this beautiful energy of pure bliss, it's a higher timeline. So it's a completely, we feel completely different. It feels light. That's why we say it's like higher, because it's very light. It's like cotton, almost like, feels like cotton to me, as opposed to like very heavy, like dense energy. So 3 ingredients to practice self-care while you're ascending. You are a beautiful soul. You are a light worker, starseed, way shower, whatever you want to call yourself. You are ascending, but you must practice 3 steps in order to, or 3 ingredients daily, so you are able to really become and embody all of those beautiful teachings you are already integrating. So you can really, whatever you have learned in your lifetime, you are embodying it and are able to share it with the world. Okay, so number 1 is patience. And this is very, very difficult for me, because there's many reasons why it is difficult for me, but patience is something I always say it's my life lesson, and I believe I will be learning it for the rest of my life, in this lifetime. But I think it's really important to practice and becoming aware. So when I say practice, it really means you come back. So you notice, how do you become more patient? You basically notice the times, the moments when you are impatient, okay? The moment you notice impatience coming up, you come back to your breath, you come back to your body, you become aware that in that moment you are impatient, and you don't want to judge yourself for being impatient. It is okay. Like I said, remind yourself over and over again that you are here in the 3D body, and as long as you like, this is exactly how we need to catapult ourselves towards the new version. It's basically we need to feel the impatient or whatever we want to achieve. So we want to feel the opposite, and this is how, by bringing awareness, by feeling it, embracing it completely, accepting it fully, completely, with no judgment, that's how we basically transform it. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about when I talk practice patience. Come back to your body, become aware of that you're not patient in this moment, and it's okay. Take a deep breath in, pause for a moment. There's many tools you can practice. So also, doing a lot of self-care, which is number 3, so I will get to it. Different meditations, practicing different tools. That's why we are practicing them, because we want to get back to the body. We want to kind of calm down the mind patterns. So the tools are necessary to practice the patience, but basically becoming aware, noticing that you are impatient, no judgment, absolutely no judgment for being impatient. That is okay to be impatient, even if you feel like you reached an amazing state during your meditation. It's okay in your real life, especially when you deal with 4 kids, perhaps a divorce, separation, stress, losing a job, death of a loved one, whatever it is you're dealing with. Have compassion for yourself. So patient number 1, you are also in your own process. It is your evolution, and it's almost, whenever we are impatient with that process, we are resisting, and we are saying, we're basically blocking the process of ascension. You know what I mean? Like, we are blocking it. The moment we judge, the moment we we become judgmental towards whatever we're feeling, we are stopping the ascension process. So that's a very important thing to remember. Number 2 is trust. You have to come back over and over again, just like you have been, like I was talking about patience. You have to keep coming back to trust that you are exactly, and I always say to my students, to my clients, you have to be patient and you have to trust that this is exactly where you need to be. So whatever is happening for you in this moment, whatever is might be feeling to you like it's happening absolutely to you because it's completely overwhelming, it's bullshit, you feel like it sucks, and you feel like you're done. Okay, you feel like you're absolutely done. That is okay, because that's basically your body communicating that your boundary have been crossed and the self-care tools have been not applied to the degree that is needed to be able to deal with those obstacles, so to say. I don't really believe in obstacles because I feel like every single thing that happens in our life happens for us, for our evolution, and I will, and I'm a beautiful example of it with my struggles with severe depression and anxiety. It has been really difficult, and it felt like I am literally dying, which now looking back, I know part of me was dying. Each time I was going through a severe episode of depression that lasted 6 months, I knew part of me is kind of like chipping away. The old part of me is like dying away, so I can be reborn. I can come back rested with more boundaries, with more tools of self-care, and it was necessary on my path to ascension, because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be teaching my yoga for emotional balance workshops. I wouldn't be able to do all of those things if I wasn't if I wouldn't experience the lowest of my lows. And number 3 is self-care. Very, very important tools that are keeping us centered and are bringing us back to the peace of mind, to the center. So anything that resonates with you, and for everyone, for every light worker, starseed, it might look completely different. So for me, it is the sound bath, it is meditation, it is taking a bath. I love taking baths, and for me, taking a bath or a shower is basically cleansing my energy, cleansing everything that doesn't serve me any longer. But for you, it might be going for a walk, which I love as well, going to the woods and practicing walking meditation. Whatever it is for you, whatever tools you have in your self-care box, practice them. Practice. So patience, trust, and self-care, 3 things to practice to allow you to be more self-compassionate towards yourself. I love you.